going up. A champ with the crown is here. I'ma win anywhere. Hey, so shake it like you don't care. I shake it up everywhere. And I can bake cakes by the pound. Blow the whistle 'cause I love that sound. And we can just keep going round. I'm ready for another round.
Go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Like
work the middle, 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 work the.
Pan a camera to the middle of the dance floor. I think there's something going down. Shorty packing goods like a transport, and I ain't never seen something so round. How round? Round like a planet in orbit. Round like a b-ball. 23 Jordan, dunking on default. Automatic forces attract me to females. I look this gorgeous. How did you even come in existence? Hey, or did you just appear out in an instance? You got me all driven, revving my pistons. I wonder if she like the stick shift. Hey, count it 4 and make a wish. I wish that shorty keep it lit. 'Cause if I shoot my shot, I won't miss. No backboard, gotta sound like swish.
go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Like
Work the middle, 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 work the.
Yo, who told us we ain't gonna win, man? Really? He's a bozo. Bozo. Really?
Yeah, we did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on a 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. Yeah, I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. I don't want it if it ain't love. If it ain't, get it away from me. Who you gon' jack if it ain't us? LABB to the bakery. Some mad that I came up. I know my granny gon' pray for me. It was just us in the vacancy. We had to get it from A to B. Wheels never felt like this. 2 seats in the hills, how I feel righteous. Blue sheets for the mills, but the deal priceless. New keys can't kill what's still private. I might just double it up. Did it? Never enough, I'm with it. 5, 2, 3 on the business. Whole team got wins and the wheels still spinning. I told them what I told them. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on a 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top. Got a spot and it's locked to the click all in. I got ops, if he drop, I just hit my dance. I was pop, they just watched, had to take my wins. They wouldn't let me in. I've been on 10 cents. Who really holding it down? I've been holding it down and I go it again and again. Who was the dummy that doubt I'm the coldest around, but he folding again and again. I'm in the what? I'm in the day. I'm doing 30 on 30 and up. You in the what? You in the way. Either you rolling or rolling the dust. You with it, so what?
Keep it running.
We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on a 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on a 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on 10.
Today, from Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Carolina Panthers taking on the New York Jets.
Well, it is just the perfect time of year for a trip to the Carolinas, and that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Carolina Panthers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. A nice little gift there to start the ball game as they will begin things at the 40-yard line. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He finds Corey Davis. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Richardson. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
That is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A very solid gain of 27. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets.
Touchdown,
Corey Davis, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. Now Damian Williams to return it. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here are the Panthers under head coach Matt Rule. Leading the charge will be their quarterback. Always fun to watch, Deshaun Watson.
I like this guy. And the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Carolina Panther.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
McCaffrey on the carry.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't. He threw it.
Incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
They'll take over.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. Way back then, you could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich, then went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. How did the lady go miss? Her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we called her the rhythm. She called up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cub. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I?
racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready? Done told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard. When I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. It's that big of the guy. Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's snow, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, body. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy. I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro. I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. More action and no talk. I went quiet on it. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. Hey, couple of bands up in my pocket. I don't want pulse to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building, reach heaven's heights. Nah, that's what you call a God complex. Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket. Look at the flex, whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's snow, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, body. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy. I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro. I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. More action and no talk. I went quiet on it. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it.
Get out my way, Lil. Get out my way, Lil. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls, head to toe designer. Drip, little bit, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had 2 necks. I got homies that can sleep without 2. I got homies that can sleep without. Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Come pop it for me, cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls, head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha macha with a rockin' black clothes. Whip around that Batmobile, ducking 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, lil' bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit.
Today, from Las Vegas, Nevada, it's the 2022 AFC-NFC Pro Bowl. As we'll see Teddy Bridgewater and the NFC versus Aaron Rodgers and the AFC.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. For years, the NFL's best received a trip to Honolulu or Orlando for their efforts, but now they get a trip to Vegas as EA Sports welcomes you to Allegiant Stadium here in Southern Nevada. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, and Charles, it's the Pro Bowl. You never really know what to expect, so I guess I'll ask you, what do you expect?
Well, in recent years, it has turned into an absolute offensive explosion, hasn't it? Games in the 50s are not out of line. What you're hoping is that some of these great defenders have a chance to adjust and react and maybe narrow that down a little bit. But I will say, this game is tilted heavily towards the offense's advantage.
At their own 26-yard line.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. On the move to his left, he'll run it. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll run here with the Saints' Alvin Kamara. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
On the tackle. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37.
That's good.
A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
On the carry.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
That's complete to his running back, Evans. A gain of 6 there on first. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
At the AFC's 40-yard line.
Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And he gets it down to the 32.
That's good.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 24-yard line.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. This is out quickly to the right. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Dallas.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Alvin Kamara on the
defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after him.
And he will score. Touchdown, NFC. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the NFC takes it all the way down the field to score on their opening drive. So the NFC with our first touchdown of the game, and of course we'll probably see some offense in this one. I don't know though that we'll see what we saw in 2013 when the NFC posted 62 points.
You talk about pyrotechnics, that was crazy, even for a Pro Bowl. 62 points. I think you wore out your voice in that one, talking about all the touchdowns that were scored.
I would love to see 63 or more, though, I got to tell you. All about offense in this thing.
Pro Bowl offense. Let's go.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
And this carries into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So here now the AFC for their first drive. They'll be led out by the former Cal Bear, Aaron Rodgers.
I know he's not showing it on the outside, but inside, he's got to be celebrating because think about all the quarterbacking we saw in the AFC this year. 5 or 6 guys could have earned this honor. He got the nod, a real feather in his cap.
First down, Rodgers. Quick slant to Brown. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it second down. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to Mixon on first down. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury.
Why are we doing this?
That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
On play action, Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding.
What are they thinking?
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He finds his running back, Mixon.
Rodgers' pass.
Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too.
Joe Mixon.
And they'll midfield stripe. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a first down.
So now we'll get our second look in this game at the NFC offense. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Number 41, Alvin.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
NFC. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Our home team 7, visitors nothing.
Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. On second down, Kamara broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, with a minute 2 on 3rd down, you're a little off balance.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Bridgewater now. This one caught by Ridley. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 more on that one and another first down.
That's another NFC first down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
That's a jet sweep. This is Adams. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 10 more there and another first down.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming.
And that's going to be caught. Touchdown NFC. Calvin Ridley there to make the grab. And the NFC able to widen their advantage.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives are impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
So now the AFC offense here coming back out for their second drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 to score as they regroup with 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Steps away. Man open left side is Brown. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
On any given pass play. never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. The 30, 10, and touchdown. Nick Chubb, 55 yards. And the AFC able to draw a bit closer. That's what we want right there, CD. It's the Pro Bowl. Give us some of these long touchdowns.
We want plays that cover a lot of ground. We want long-distance plays, whether long-distance runs, long-distance passes. It doesn't matter. In the Pro Bowl, big plays are what we're all looking for.
Josh Lambo set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The NFC takes over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
At the 41-yard line.
From the gun, Bridgewater throwing the out route incomplete. It's Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Call that a gain of 11.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
To throw, Bridgewater. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Rashaan Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
C.J. Mosley on the tackle. Brings up third down.
Third and long for Bridgewater. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Good for another NFC.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Kamara. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. There to stop him was Darius Leonard. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again second and 10.
18-yard line.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down.
And 10.
Bridgewater. And he's going to go down and sacked back at the 24. Chris Jones in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
Ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception? But really, the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack. Well, no surprise there. Extremely reliable during the regular season. Bailed his team out time and again. Knocks another one through, this time in the Pro Bowl.
On the return. The AFC takes over first and 10. At their own 18.
The AFC offense making their way back out. Mahomes in the AFC now with a first and 10 at their own 18. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. A run for Nick Chubb, and that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And it's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the NFC will take over 1st and 10. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. It's a big play that time for the NFC, and even 40 yards.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
From the red zone now, Bridgewater. This will be caught just inside the 10. Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. They'll run it with Kamara. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. Now the NFC going to take a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Now he's got it.
Bridgewater
only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And he will carry this one in. Touchdown, NFC. Punching it in from a yard away. And the NFC adds on to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The AFC takes over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Back out is the AFC offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Chubb with a first down carry as he'll get about 3 out of it. Make it 2nd and 7 coming up.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. So we have come upon halftime of this Pro Bowl with the NFC on top of the AFC. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around.
The AFC going to get the ball first as we are back underway on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The offense for the AFC set to go now. The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb, and he stopped immediately there.
The ball carrier.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there, 1st down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. That's out to Chubb, complete. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the NFC heading out for their first drive of the second half, and they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger, a really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. A run for Kamara on first down, but the running room closes up quickly as he's only able to get a yard there. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Bridgewater. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Bridgewater to throw it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at their 49-yard line.
They go play action. Bridgewater. Evans has it left side. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
At the 20-yard line.
A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now, this one has been fun so far, as the Pro Bowl usually is. A lot of relaxed faces out there. 2nd and 10. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd.
And 10.
Bridgewater. Over the middle to Evans. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Makes the score our home team.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, buddy, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
AFC takes over 1st and 10.
The AFC offense set to take their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith, as he gets the sack. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he gets it down to the 32. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5.
Still third down.
Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll set them back 5.
Still third down.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
First down, Mahomes. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in.
Mahomes pass.
That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Mahomes now to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Michael Pierce.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. There to make the grab. And the AFC able to get a bit closer. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that?
Good job, fellas. Good job.
Josh Lambo lining up for the point after.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
Josh Lambo set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Here's Cohen now to return. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The NFC takes over 1st and 10.
The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. And it's great to see the stars all out in one place, but in terms of football, what's really great to see is a very entertaining Pro Bowl as we are tied in the fourth quarter.
And how many of these guys thought going into this game, after a pretty easy week heading into it, that the pressure would ratchet up now and someone has to make a play, which means someone will have a play made against them and they'll have to live with that for the rest of the year.
Again, it's Kamara. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Running with Kamara. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. A very quick pass to Ridley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
That's good.
19 yards there on the catch and run. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Throwing, Bridgewater. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Alvin Kamara. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing is Bridgewater. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and it's 3rd and short.
Shaquille Griffin there.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got room. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
That's good.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them.
And that's going to be caught. Touchdown NFC. Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the NFC able to widen their advantage.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Taken in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The offense for the AFC set to go now. Mahomes now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Mahomes on the keeper.
He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. Looking for Hill again. This time it's complete. A gain there of 21 yards.
That's good for an AFC.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly, but look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Chris Jones on the
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's the NFC with the football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They run it again with Kamara. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. So, Charles, a victory for the NFC. Final thoughts on this Pro Bowl?
We had some fun, didn't we?
Absolutely.
A lot of excitement, some big plays to watch, a lot of those great matchups that we don't get to see during the regular season because sometimes teams don't play against each other. And oh, by the way, no one got hurt. There's the win for everyone. I think the fans enjoyed this one.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The NFC, they are your winners as we say so long from the Pro Bowl.
Hey yo, yeah. Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Hit the bag and then I flip it. Watch me do it. All them on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They're like, hold up, wait a minute. Like, don't make sense, don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken. That tasty finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep a rack in my socks. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my stocks. Hey yo, Nike check. T-shirt check. Sneakers check. Socks check. Hoodie check. Shorts check. Nike. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it. Watch me do it. All them on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They went up sky high while I'm rocking Air Force. And she just wanna ride, shorty bad and gorgeous. She was rocking stripes, said it's alright. Then I cut her off, shorty stepped on my off-whites. Okay, now wait. Gotta get the bag and racks every day. Don't tell me to relax, I can't, I'm saying. Got a new Prestos and a J's in a way. Got a new wristwatch where they don't take time. Might pull up on a hop if it's talking too hot. And you wanna play ball, hit a 3-point shot. Or this my court, got a block on lock. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Hit the bag and then I flip it. Watch me do it. All them on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They're like, hold up, wait a minute. Like, don't make sense, don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken. That tasty finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep a rack in my socks. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my stocks. Hey yo, Nike check.
nature, all is automatic. You fools hurt. Jesus will.
Select the team you want to join. Start your season with...
T-Rag got me.
Hit one and be some. You gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting up the back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay, look, sometimes you need the faith. Sometimes you need to know your worth, sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but in front of bait. You can't negotiate with Drake, you gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage, the mainframe, loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your perm at. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a fool. Oh. Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be greatest of all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than the speeding bullet. Nah, it's cool. Don't play with it, baby. Say what you gon' do. Stop playing with it.
me seizing the moment. Energy up my body burning. And my stomach keep on turning. Stop moving, I can't control it. On my last breath and I can't hold it. You gotta give it all I got. This for the ones that think I'm joking. This for real. Lightweight bust off half a. Yeah, I'm sweating, babe. Must be all them happy meals. I don't know how happy feels, but damn, I'm tryna find out. Say I got sex appeal. I think it's 'cause I work out. Gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none. I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one. See it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on. I can't be replaced. I just take a sip when it's split. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again.
They don't know my name. I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the calls from a telephone. No sense of smell. Syllables, yeah. Look at me, at the asylum. Was a fate or mistake, 'cause the time ain't up. Yeah, the parts of my mind don't get much love. If you want in my head, come and call me up. You look like a twisted Robin Hood. Yeah, you take from the rich and